taking on the Portland Snowhawks.
We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Portland Snowhawks and the Tennessee Titans. Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And we are underway here on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Back to throw. Hoskins firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun. Hoskins. And that one off the mark. A little late with a throw. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And at quarterback from the University of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert. They go play action here on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Dixon. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Back to throw here, Herbert. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Herbert back to the air. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. Touchdown! Ezekiel Elliott. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Snowhawks get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. Tennessee offense making their way out onto the field as you take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And as we take a look at the playoff picture, certainly still a lot of jostling to go in these final few weeks. For the moment, they would be a wild card team, far from locked up, but that's why this is exciting. These last few weeks, a lot to play for.
So much to play for, and remember, 7 teams in each conference go to the playoffs instead of 6. And not to mention, remember when the league made that move a few seasons ago to put divisional games at the end of the year? So you get to week 16 and 17, you're playing for playoff spots, and you're playing divisional games. Couldn't be more exciting than that.
In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, just going to call him productive?
Right. What do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
Had a snoot full, didn't he? How about that? Big-time game.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10. After the turnover, here's Herbert. Steps away to his left. And Herbert going to slide to a stop, and he has a 1st down. 23 yards on the tuck and run. Now Elliott. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Elliott. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Snowhawks lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. You can talk about certain guys just having a nose for the end zone. He's one of them, and he was not going to be denied there.
And defensively, especially in the red zone, you've got to be able to at least slow him down and hold on for dear life. But he's able to get out of a couple of tackles there, and not enough people got there in time. Pretty poor on that defensive side of the ball.
Extra point right down the middle, and that'll make the score 14-0. The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Titans now just about ready to take over. They currently sit 1 game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. Yeah, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, it depends on what week you cap.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Jared Stingley picks it, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. A give to Elliott running left. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Herbert on 1st down now. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. The numbers for Cooks in that game last week: 6 catches, 74 yards, and a touchdown.
And that gives him 9 for the season, and I've been around the game long enough to know this. 10 is the benchmark number. All right, people want to get to there because that really signifies that you've had the year that you've been looking for, and also gives you respect around the league.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Herbert. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 26. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big for the 1st down.
On 1st and 10, Herbert escaping the pressure right. And Cooks has it over the middle. And they'll get this down to the 10. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first.
You're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Herbert throwing again. Throw right side is into the hands.
Tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Working with a second. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Snowhawks have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Their quarterback leading this offense back out. And he's had his struggles here early with a couple of interceptions as he'll try to refocus with a 1st and 10 to start this drive. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Charles, it is pretty rare that we see a team build this kind of lead in the opening quarter. And, man, they seem to be clicking on all 3 phases right there. The defense doing its part with a pick 6.
And it's absolutely been the definition of a start that you would pick for yourself and for your team, right? And I have a feeling that they just want to stay in this zone. What's truly incredible about this start is they can add on a couple more scores. This one could legitimately be over in the second quarter.
So this not what we expected. 28-0 here in the first as another kickoff is away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. They've got to be absolutely reeling right now. Couldn't have expected to be down this big this early, but that's the spot they're in as they come up to try again here. Throwing after the interception. Hoskins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Hoskins. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Back to the air on 2nd down. Hoskins. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. Jamie Gillen now on to punt. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. On 1st down, Justin Herbert. He'll get this to Elliott. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Inside give to Elliott. And he'll take this up to the 30, a gain of 4. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Well, they're currently the best in the NFL in converting on third down, so it was no surprise there that they picked that one up.
And they've done it in many different ways throughout the season, Charles. Picking it up, running it, throwing it, just effective on third downs all year long. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Herbert. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Amani Hooker. And the Titans are going to take possession of the football. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched the playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he is going to lose yardage here. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Henry again. And he's not going too far. In fact, stopped dead in his tracks at the 3. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Hoskins. Feeling the pressure here and down, a sack back at the 7.
That's quite a stand there defensively. A huge sack on 3rd down, and that's going to force them into a field goal attempt.
Gonzalez's kick is good, and that drops a deficit from 28 to 25. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. And for them, it's no longer a question of will they make the playoffs. They've clinched the division title. The question, can they hold on to that #1 seed?
And this is where the mental fortitude comes to play, doesn't it? Because now you're...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So maybe some signs of life. I mean, this has been a defense. They've been all over the map here in this first half, but they're coming through with a big play.
And sometimes that one play is what you need. And it sounds overly simple, but this is a team that was close to being down and out before halftime. So to come back and return the interception for a touchdown, that's big.
Yeah, maybe it can serve, Charles, like you were alluding to, as a little bit of a wake-up call for them. We'll see. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. They go to Elliott again. Uses the stiff arm. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. On 1st down, it's Herbert. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Now back to the ground with Elliott. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. And this offense on 3rd down today, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This time it's 3rd and 3. Herbert. Flush to his right. Touchdown! Marquise Goodwin, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Snowhawks are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the rout is on here in this first half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Throwing on 1st down. Hoskins. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Will go down as a gain of 6, and that will bring up 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Hoskins. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he will have a Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
On 1st and 10, Hoskins. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Back to the ground here, Mitchell. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Hoskins. He finds his man, complete. It's McLeod. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Hoskins. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. Screen play setting it up for Mitchell. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll run. It's Henry. There's the stiff arm. And he is out of bounds here. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call. Looking to throw. Hoskins. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Pat Freiermuth there to make the grab. And the Titans get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to 18. And what a drive that was. 16 plays all told. And it ends with a Tennessee score. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Back out comes this offense now late in this first half. And just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right. And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room. From the 38, Herbert working the middle here. That's complete to Everett, the tight end. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
They've looked his way quite a bit, and in my estimation, as well they should.
Well, that's now 5 catches in this first half alone.
And he picks up another first down. He's been an important part of their offense here early.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And again, Herbert flushed out right. And this one is incomplete. On now is the punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On first down, Hoskins. He's got his tight end Freiermuth over the middle. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. A final shot before break. Hoskins. And here's Freiermuth again. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish, as it's time to get you caught up with what's happening around the NFL here in a pivotal Week 15. From there, let's get over to Arizona to check on the Cardinals at home in Glendale. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Packers. Rondale Moore, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's get out to Jacksonville. See what's happening with the Jaguars at TIAA Bank Field. And they were losers in their ball game as they were outplayed by the visiting New York Jets. Calvin Ridley, a touchdown catch in the victory. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentator, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
10th carry now for Elliott. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 48 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 43. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Down inside the 40. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Play action. It's Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
The Titans offense gears up for their first possession of the second half. They begin with Henry, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
How about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield, and spills the play.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Hoskins. They'll run the screen with Mitchell. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. So they'll wind up losing 7 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down. Take it at the 37. So holding there on the return, and that'll back him up to start the next drive.
Yeah, that's a pretty easy call right there, partner. I think when the officials look in their manual and see the expression, jersey getting pulled.
He's got a man, complete. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now it's Herbert. Over the middle, and he's got Goodwin complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. To throw again on 2nd down. Herbert. They'll find Everett there, complete. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now 1st and goal, expect them to attack right here on this play.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. To the air again, Herbert. And it's caught. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll try the left side. Wiggins. And he is going to lose yardage here. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction.
There have not been a lot of great moments for this defense throughout this game. Finally, they have one they can hang their hat on. A nice stop there.
So on 4th down, Andy Reid decides to send in the field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Only 3 points there, but I got to think at this point in the 3rd quarter, that's all you're really looking for.
And right now the lead is 3 touchdowns and 3 2-point conversions. So you and I both know a huge order for the best of teams. And from what we've seen so far, hard to believe that that's a likely scenario. 3 2-point conversions? That's difficult.
The Titans getting set and ready to go here for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
To throw on 2nd down. Hoskins. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. nowadays an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
From the gun, a give to Mitchell. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Looking to throw. Hoskins going right side here, and that's complete. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Back to throw. Hoskins. It connects quickly to Jamar Chase. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw. Hoskins over the middle. It's complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Reynolds with a catch out on the right side. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Just a gain of a couple there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now Zane Gonzalez for the field goal try. He made his first attempt, this from 45. Gonzalez's kick is good, and they get a little bit closer here as the lead's down to 3 touchdowns. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue, because you know after the sack there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
Portland's offense now about set to take over. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? And a nice milestone reached on that last throw is here late in the season. He goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd down, Wiggins. Oh, and that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. They'll keep it on the ground. Wiggins. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. The offense on 3rd down, they've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd down and 12. Herbert now. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. The fullback dive held up short. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. Throwing to start the drive. Hoskins. A throw left side, caught by the tight end Freiermuth. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Throwing on 1st down. Hoskins. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. Back to throw again. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. They'll look to throw again. And he can't escape, and down he goes. J.J. Watt, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage, well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. A high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
On 1st down, Wiggins, and he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. Wiggins. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Throw left side complete. That's Dixon. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal. Back to throw here, Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Justin Herbert taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Snowhawks add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
That was not a designed run. It was supposed to be a pass, but it turned into an exceptional run. What a scramble for a touchdown.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Hoskins. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. From the gun on 3rd down. Hoskins. And he'll find Pittman. And he will have a Titans 1st down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, here's Mitchell. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And as a result, possession switches hands. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th, and we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Wiggins, and he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3. This offense so far on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the 50, here's Herbert. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That'll bring up 4th down after back-to-back-to-back 3-yard pickups.
A short game that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. They'll try and run for it. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They run the counter. Wiggins. And he's got room. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Hoskins. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee 1st down. Now, 4th quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
Oh, now it's stripped. He loses the football. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower postgame. Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best, and I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for our visitors, they continue to make their case as a Super Bowl favorite as they move to 13-1. And they will head home next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, their playoff hopes take a hit as they drop to 7-7. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.